It was a soft yet quiet winter night. A gentle silence filled the air, and the cool breeze of December carried the sweet fragrance of Christmas. Colorful lights hanging in the streets were twinkling, and from somewhere far away the soft laughter of children could be heard. It felt as if this night had arrived with a special message. In the same city, in a simple neighborhood, there lived a little boy named Ollie in a middle-class home. Ollie was neither very rich nor deprived, but in his heart there lived a small world full of dreams. Like other children, he was playful and cheerful, yet there was a strange sparkle in his eyes, as if he could find hope in everything. Ollie loved Christmas very much. On this day, more than gifts, he loved the stories, the lights, and the talks about Santa Claus. He often sat near the window, looked up at the sky, and wondered whether Santa Claus truly existed or not. This year Christmas was approaching again. There was no loud celebration or big preparations in Ollie's house, but there was certainly happiness in their hearts. One evening, after finishing his homework, Ollie took out a white sheet of paper from the cupboard and sat near the table with a pen. He wanted to write a letter to Santa Claus. Ollie started writing carefully. His face looked serious, as if this was not an ordinary letter, but something straight from his heart. He wrote, "Dear Santa Claus, I hope you are doing well. I studied well this year, and listened to my parents too. I don't want many gifts, I only have one small wish." At this point Ollie stopped his pen. He thought for a few moments, then smiled and started writing again. "I really like red boots. If you can bring them, that is all I want for Christmas." After finishing the letter, Ollie read it carefully, as if checking whether his wish had been written properly or not. Then he folded the paper gently and prayed silently in his heart. He didn't know where the letter would go, but he strongly believed that hope never goes unanswered. The next morning, Ollie placed the letter in a beautiful envelope and kept it near the door, because he had heard that Santa Claus himself collected such letters. Looking at the envelope, he smiled and thought, "I wish Santa truly comes and brings my red boots." At that very moment, something strange happened. A faint glow flickered over the envelope, and a soft breeze passed by. Ollie watched in amazement as the envelope slowly lifted up and began floating in the air. He was surprised and shocked, but deep inside he also felt happy. The envelope drifted past the corner of the street and moved along a magical path, as if some invisible hand was guiding it. Along the way it brushed against tiny clouds and began to shimmer softly. With every touch, it sparkled with light, colorful ribbons, and the fragrance of Christmas. Meanwhile, Santa Claus was sitting comfortably on a big soft sofa, holding a mug of hot cocoa. In front of him, on a long table, were stacks of letters from children. The glowing envelope that Ollie had sent slowly floated toward the table. Santa picked it up in surprise, smiled, and said, "Oh, this seems like a small dream that has reached me. Let's see what Ollie has written." He opened the letter and read, "Dear Santa Claus, I don't want many gifts, just one small wish, red boots." Santa Claus laughed warmly. His laughter carried magic and joy. He thought, this child is not only good, but his heart is full of hope. And that is what truly makes Christmas special. Then he waved his magical wand and created a pair of red boots, soft, shiny, and exactly the way Ollie had imagined them. Along with the boots, he placed a small note. "Ollie, keep believing. Dreams do come true. Santa Claus." The next morning Ollie woke up early. Sunlight from the window gently filled his room, and the Christmas fragrance still lingered in the air. Ollie rubbed his sleepy eyes, and then his gaze fell on the floor of his room. He froze in place. Right there in front of him were red, shiny boots, exactly like the ones in his dream. Ollie's eyes sparkled with happiness and a little bit of surprise. "Are these really for me?" he whispered softly. Ollie wore the boots. As soon as he took the first step, the boots shimmered lightly and Ollie bounced slightly into the air. He laughed and said, "Wow, this is like magic." With the second step, he started making small jumps, and with every jump the boots released sparkles of light. He ran around his room, sometimes jumping on the blanket, sometimes bumping into the small table. And everywhere he went, little trails of magical light followed him. Seeing this, Ollie laughed until he was tired, but his face was shining with joy. Soon Ollie ran outside, so he could share his happiness with his friends in the street. Children were already playing there, But Ali's boots immediately caught everyone's attention. Ali happily said and jumped slightly into the air. The boots sparkled. The children were amazed. Wow! These look magical. Ali showed them all the magical tricks of the boots. With one jump, tiny stars of light fell to the ground. With 2 steps forward, a small breeze blew through their hair. Sometimes the boots even moved slightly on their own, and gave Ali a playful little push. All the children started laughing happily, and began playing with Ali. Some even brought their cats and dogs, and they too started chasing the magical lights of the boots. Because of those boots, the whole street filled with laughter, light, and happiness, just as if the entire neighborhood had begun to sparkle with the joy of Christmas. And if you liked this story, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments how you felt about this story.